Hey everybody, Scott Brauer with Maki Plastic. I'm here at Clam Pro Days today to talk about the Clam Pro tackle innovation and some of the products that we designed for them. I want to speak to you today specifically about the migration of some of the insects that happen. So we see a scud migration that occurs throughout our water table, so all along the whole ice belt. And that happens typically when weeds start to die, and that's what I want to show you today. The shrimp themselves don't start to move off the weeds because of the stress that they feel, but the food that they eat does. So that biomass that the shrimp are feeding on starts to move off of the weeds when they start to die, because those micro and macro insects feel the stress first. When that happens, the shrimp start to leave the area. Well, we have to come up with products that start to look like those same shrimp that are leaving, and then we have to come up with delivery systems that make that bait undulate just like a shrimp does. So when a shrimp moves, all it can do is just explode and then suck back in and explode and suck back in. And that's what you're going to see in the underwater video. One of the new baits that we have out that mimics this very, very well is the necky. So this necky, strung on by the longest tentacle, there's one tentacle that's different. Pay attention when you pull them out of the package. That tentacle is made to hook onto like this. So I can make it look just like a scud undulating. So all of those little arms, those whiskers, do this. And I just want, with a real light, either a small jig head or even drop shot it, and just jerk it and let it relax, and then jerk it and let it relax. And you'll see what I mean in the underwater footage as to how you can best mimic that scud as it's leaving that water table and leaving that weed bed. And if you chase them down, you'll find more fish. Again, those scuds are leaving because they're following their food, and the fish also then are going to follow those scuds too. So if you're on a strong scud bite, you want to think like that fish, and then also act and react like that very small micro insect. And the closer you can match that in action and how it actually looks inside the water table, your catch percentage will go through the roof. Let's take a look at the underwater footage. All of these little white spots here are all shrimp that are vacating these weeds. Again, they're starting to feel the pressure of these weeds dying off. So all of these shrimps that are just kind of jerking around and just moving from one section to another are moving because they're biomass. The reason this is cloudy, it's not cloudy underwater footage. That's the biomass vacating these weeds, and all of the shrimp you can see are following them. As close as you can mimic that action, that swimming action, that jerky action that we're seeing with all those little white dots on there, the closer you can mimic that, the better your success rate's going to be.